Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Snowflake here, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Behind the Card, where today's episode we will be looking at Meotoko, bit of a throwback to episode 1 in terms of the one-eyed monsters. But yeah, this is gonna be our subject for today, so let's get into it. Meotoko is a level 2 Earth Attribute Beast-type normal monster with 700 attack and 600 defense. And its flavor text, interestingly, is written in a certain dialect of the Brooklyn variety. And I'm going to do my best / worst reading of the flavor text. So apologies or enjoy, depending on whether you like this kind of stuff. I'm going to give it a shot. This big old guy with a big old eye shoots a nasty ray beam right at you. Right, sorry about that. Anyway, Meotoko is the Japanese version of Meotoko is translated to Babylon. Not sure why that is. Its flavor text in other Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games varies. For example, in the Game Boy Color game Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories, its flavor text is fires intense beam from its one eye. In the Game Boy Advance game Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul, its flavor text is a huge monster with a single eye that fires a deadly beam. And in the Game Boy Advance game Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards, it's an enormous headless beast with an eye glaring from its chest. It attacks by shooting a destructive beam from its eye. Quite a lot of differences there. Not everyone went with a Brooklyn dialect, and there is a reason for it, which we will get onto later. Moving on to some card tips. This card can be searched by the following cards: Rescue Hedgehog, Rescue Rabbit, Primite Lordly Load, Rescue Cat, Unexpected Die, Primite Roar, Painful Decision, Draconet, Emissary of the Afterlife, Treasure Panda, Cosmo Brain, Primite Howl, Princess Cologne, Supernatural Danger Zone, Soul Unseal, Melfi Puppy, Key Mouse, Baby Raccoon Ponpoko, Baby Raccoon Tantan, Super Nimble Mega Hamster, Melfi Catty, Armored White Bear, Eucalyptus Mole, Kitty Tail Mystical Beast of the Forest, Desmanian Devil, Ninjutsu Art of Transformation, also the Earth Charmer Immovable, Giant Rat, Boxer, Frontline Observer, the League of Uniform Nomenclature, Human Wave Tactics, Gigantic Sprite, Small Scuffle, Mimiclay, Packet Link, Serpentine Princess, Battle Royal Mode Joining, Vampire Dragon, Rescue Ferret, Umbra Mirage the Elemental Lord, Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest, and Last Will. Now moving on to some card appearances. The first time this card appears is actually in episode 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yugi is looking through Joey's deck to try and help him out. Hence the Brooklyn-based dialect of the flavor text earlier.
What is it, Yugi? Why can't I ever win? Teach me what I'm doing wrong.
Well, let's start by checking your deck, Joey.
Huh? Okay. Here you go.
Yeah, thanks.
Powerhouse lineup, don't you think?
No one could win with these. Joey, your deck's filled with nothing but monster cards.
You got it. I packed it with every butt-kicking monster I could find.
In episode 13, when Yugi duels Bakura, it appears that Joey has merged some of his deck with Yugi, as Meotoko is seen in Yamayugi's hand during the duel. He was later forced to discard it due to the flip effect of Morphing Jar.
Now, which of your friends will you sacrifice next?
I'd avoid using the cards that have my friends' souls trapped in them if I could. But to save my friends, I have to win. And I only have one card that can beat his white magical hat.
Why'd he play that face down?
'Cause he's afraid of what Joey the Swordsman will do to it.
Hang on, Joey, it could be a trap.
I'm going in.
Wait!
Hassan! Shot! Ta-da!
What a dolt.
It was a morphing jar.
Huh? A morphin jar? Did I screw up?
When a morphing jar is attacked, all cards in both players' hands go to the graveyard. We're just really lucky that I didn't have Teya's soul card in my hand right now.
Oh, sorry, Yug.
Moving on to some card trivia. Meotoko, in Japanese, literally translates to Eye Man. Pretty on the nose there. And another Eye Man, which is considered Meotoko's counterpart, is Hero's Shadow Scout. Again, similar to Thunder Kid in the last episode, an effect monster version. However, this time Meotoko would actually beat Hero's Shadow Scout in a fight. Unless Hero's Shadow Scout was attacking it in defense mode, I guess. Now, this card's first TCG release was in the Legendary Collection for Joey's World Mega Pack, hence the Brooklyn dialogue in the flavor text. This was alongside the cards Skullstalker, Wolf, Kaganingen, Stone Armadillo, Hero of the East, Anthrosaurus, Little D, and Alligator Sword. Apart from Hero of the East, Little D, and Alligator Sword, these were all cards that were seen in Joey's deck in episode 2. And all of those cards are written in the Brooklyn dialect. This monster also bears a resemblance to Big Eye, another upgrade effect monster. And that is it for Meotoko. An interesting card, one that Joey and Yugi both technically had, and well, they didn't really use them. All that happened was Yugi discarded it at one time. But yeah, one-eyed monsters, it seems like every one of the characters had one. We had Kaiba with Hitatsumi Giant, we had Yugi and Joey both use this one. So yeah, One Eye might be the way forward. Or maybe that's just a big coincidence, probably the latter. But yeah, watch out for nasty ray beams firing right at you. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you soon. For now, take care and goodbye.